So here's a setup and some exercises to make better knee stuff by training the back of knee stuff. In this position, we'll be gaining control over the back of knee stuff and its ability to squeeze and produce this shorter knee angle. This is important to maintain and strengthen, develop good tissue and have control over. If you're doing anything like hiking or squatting, anything that puts you in the bottom of that position where that knee is bent, right? As I'm coming down into a squat or climbing stairs or descending a hill, I don't want to just have gravity do the work of bending my knees. I want to have the ability to actively squeeze, not just the front of knee stuff, but the back of knee stuff. Being able to have strength and control there will certainly protect my knees better. So here I have a position, I have one leg forward, one knee down. I'm going to be using the ball to block my torso. What I'm going to be doing is lifting the knee, lifting the heel, squeezing the back of the knee stuff. I want to be doing this without having any movement come from the rest of the body. No movement at all, just the knee bends. And that's why I have this wall as a blocker. So to get set up, again, I have my hands posted against the wall. Mine are a little bit spread, someplace where I can really stiff arm the wall here. I'm going to take a big breath in. I'm going to develop tension everywhere in the body. And then I'm slowly going to pour more work into the back of the hamstring, trying to squeeze that heel up towards my butt as far as it'll go. Hold for 3 seconds, parachute on down. Things to look out for. First off, finding that initial posture. We don't want to be overarched or untucked in that tailbone. Tuck that tailbone up underneath you. Seek out a bit of a quad stretch. Ribs packed down. Nice and stiff-armed into the wall. Even here, I'm leaning a little bit forward away from that back heel to give me some space to lift. As I lift through that heel and really squeeze the back of knee stuff, a couple things are going to tend to happen for the body is going to be really smart and try to take off the gas, make this work a little bit easier. So you might notice a couple things. Pay attention to a couple of these common compensations here. As I lift that heel, I often see those hips come forward. The body is trying to essentially not do the work, not shorten this angle. It's trying to purchase that movement from someplace else. I often also see the low back arching or the ribs coming undone, unknit here. Again, that is the body saying, I don't really want to grab it from here. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't just scrunch up the low back to do what you're asking me to do, right? We really want to bias this tissue, the back of hamstring stuff. So again, tailbone tuck, knit ribs down, breath in, and pull that heel towards the butt. Hold for 3, parachute on down. Great. If this is a challenge, this angle, we can bring the knee a little bit further away. Just come to a more generous starting open angle. Breath in, same concept. Pull, 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 back on down. If these are too hard, let's say you have plenty of stretchy room, great. But that leg just isn't coming off the ground when you pull. Perhaps a better starting place would be a passive range hold for you as opposed to a passive range lift off, which is what I was just demonstrating. For a passive range hold, you'll go ahead and grab that ankle, pull yourself up into a passive range. You're seeking a bit of a stretch here in the quad. Same idea of tucking that tailbone under, ribs knit down, find a point of stability. Here I've got a doorknob that I'm pulling. Big breath in, get tight everywhere. Start to put the work into this hamstring, the back and knee stuff, the butt stuff that would leave this heel right where it is. And then slowly release with the fingers. No lag, no lag, no drop. Now shin, parachute on down, reset, wash, rinse, repeat, 6 to 8 repetitions at 3 seconds. If that's an uncomfortable position for you to reach back to, you can always grab a yoga strap, throw that around the foot, pull yourself into position, breath in, grab and tighten that back of the knee stuff and slowly release with the fingers here. Excellent. Alternate positions to do this from are laying flat on the ground. Again, pulling the heel towards the butt, taking that breath in, tucking the tailbone, and leaving it right where it is, trying to squeeze this back and knee stuff. If you don't have the ability to even stretch very far in that knee, we're already super, super tight here and that heel isn't coming off the ground. Opening up new range through PAILs and rails is the way to go. PAILs push, rails pull. So for this, I'm going to use this block. I'm going to find a stretch, feel a stretch through this front of thigh stuff, right? The front of knee stuff. I'm going to hold that for about 2 minutes. Then I'm going to take a breath in. And all we're going to do is we're going to add a phase of pushing before we move into that phase of pulling. So here I'm going to be fighting down into that yoga block as if I'm trying to push my shin through it. Not going anywhere, building tension to the desired level. Hold, hold, hold. And then go ahead and relax on down and switch. Pull, 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 pull. Gaining a bit of range. Give it a shot, see how you feel.